pointing to a higher open across the board. Despite some incredible volatility, the Dow is up over 200 points so far this week. The Nasdaq, which tumbled almost 2% at one point on Tuesday, we're just talking about this in one day, it then rebounded. Corporate earnings remain in focus here. The U.S. Bank of America shares are set to open lower after it reported a first quarter loss. Intel shares are also in the red, even though its results were better than expected. Google earnings, mainly watched here in the tech sector, are due to come out later today. Now, with more on all of this, we had Allison Cossack, who's standing by on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. Allison, Bank of America, those weak earnings, although I know it took several write-downs, is there anything to cheer there in the core business at all?
I think there is. I mean, if you look really deep in that report, you will see that. Let's look at bank earnings overall. You look at Citigroup and Wells Fargo. They impress investors, but here's the problem. Bank of America is joining J.P. Morgan Chase in disappointing investors. Bank of America reporting a first quarter loss of 5 cents a share. Here's the problem with this. The expectation was B of A was supposed to show a profit of that amount, but the results are very noisy, and this is why I say maybe to your question. First of all, the numbers taking a hit because of billions of dollars in litigation charges. B of A spent $6 billion in its settlement with the Federal Housing Finance Agency, along with mortgage-related issues. So when you exclude that, the bank actually earned 14 cents a share, so that topped estimates. And analysts say underneath everything, it does appear that B of A is doing a good job in controlling expenses. So investors, though, seem to be hedging on the negative of this. We are seeing B of A shares down almost 1% in the pre-market. Now, as for stocks overall, you mentioned all this volatility. We saw stocks go up 100 points yesterday and down all in the same session. Investors are really trying to figure out, what to think about, all sort of the mixed signals they're getting from earnings, from economic reports as well. Now, we did get, just a few minutes ago, housing starts. They rose 2.8% last month. It's the fastest pace in 3 months, but the problem is the number came in a little bit lighter than expected. Now, later today, we are waiting on those tech earnings from Google and IBM. They're going to follow in the heels of Yahoo, which reported yesterday. We are seeing shares of Yahoo rise right now about 7%. Looks like Marissa Mayer is still trying to right the ship for Yahoo. Paula?
And we have more on that to come. Thanks for that update, Allison. Now, as